Let's begin. Let's begin. All right. Um, Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy full moon. Full moon in Virgo. It is a lunar eclipse, full moon. So quite interesting energy here today. I woke up super early to meditate. Um, I did. I also went to bed quite early because I needed to. So, we're going to talk about the full moon, how it's manifested in my life in this full moon eclipse, and what are some things that you can do to also protect yourself and protect your energy. Um, the thing that what how I feel about the moon cycles and ebbs and flows and even astrology and things like that. They're a guide for what you can do. It's not like it's just set in stone. It's how you use and can use this energy. Okay. The full moon in Virgo for Aries and specifically Aries risings, right? But Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising, it has to do with a lot with our day-to-day routines and our health. That's Virgo energy. Perfecting some area of our life or routine that is going to put something in putting us in a better place physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, but it's around routines. Okay. Eclipses, full moons are about taking something out, right? Taking something away. And eclipses is like eclipse very quickly. All right. So yesterday I was on the way to, I don't want to say I wasn't, please. Okay. I rebooted it twice. It was still frozen. Okay, great. All right. I'm like, spirit guides, please protect this internet connection because fuck, this is annoying. Like, Jesus. Um, it's definitely it's the YouTube connection in the system. I don't know what's going on with it, but um I can't. I mean, at this point, Verizon is getting sick of me calling, trying to check my internet connection. There's nothing else I can do, y'all. I'm sorry. But yeah, taking care of your well-being. Today is a great day to wear white. This isn't a very great day to practice any type of magic or ritual or anything else other than self-care, taking care of yourself. Okay. It's not a great day to do any of that type of stuff. Like if you do spell work in any of the sense, you want to wear white, you want to wear clean, bright colors. I have a white shirt on, probably about to change though because I'm going to work out, but and you want to take care of yourself. I remember the other day, yesterday, when I was pulling, I got the Empress quite a bit, and I saw another reader, actually an astrologer read pull the Empress, and that is about self care. But anyways, like I was saying, I took myself to the doctor yesterday because I wasn't feeling well, or like I say, I felt fine, but I felt something was off. I guess the best way you could say it is I felt fine, but I felt something was off, and sure enough, I was having they're saying it was something around my heart, like the muscles around my heart. I was like, oh my God, let me go check to make sure I don't have no blood clot or anything like that, because that can be anything around your heart could be like a silent, you know. So, but I think that more or less it was my spirit guides getting to me to the doctor. One, because I realized that subconsciously I've stayed away from the hospital just since my mom's passed. Like I used to go to the hospital doctor all the time. Eye doctor, dentist, whatever, well visit. I was there all the time, every few weeks, every few months. Like I didn't play by my routine. But I think subconsciously I've kind of stayed away just because of that trauma and experiencing that trauma from being in the hospital with my mom. So that got me into the hospital yesterday, and all day I was in the emergency room, them running tests. I still have my bracelet on because I can't find anything to cut it. I can't find my scissors right now. My son has them somewhere. Um, but that was so in alignment with the message today, especially specifically for Aries. It might not be going to the hospital and getting blood work like I did, which everything came back fine. They said I'm extremely healthy, but it could be just taking a rest, setting boundaries. What do you need to be doing to put yourself in alignment? And one thing I noticed with Aries is that, we talk about stress all the time as being a silent killer. And I do readings for everyone, not just Aries. People always ask me, oh, do you do reading for other signs? Because I want my friend, of course, send them my way. I don't mind that at all. But one thing just I've learned so much from doing readings from Aries, and I can see just kind of like the Aries psyche and what would you consider that, is that you guys are obsessive. Okay. And when I say you guys, I mean me too, because I'm an Aries too. I'm an Aries rising, Aries Mercury, but it's something that I'm actually working on. You could be very, very obsessive. And that type of, there's a healthy obsession, and then there's a panicky type of obsession. And that panicky obsession is like stress. Okay. You are rising your cortisol levels, right? Because where does stress come from? It comes from fear. You are fearing something may not be what you want it to be, or that it's not going to happen how you want it to happen. And so that goes along to control. We have to find a place of equilibrium. And I know some things we just want really bad. And again, I said there's a level of healthy obsession, but then there is that obsession where it is controlling your well-being. It is controlling your life. It is controlling your literally physical health, your mental health. Sometimes you just have to let things be what they're going to be, right? And in doing so, you'll see movement a lot faster. A lot of times when you release, this is why I used to preach surrender so much. When you release and you surrender certain things, everything falls in alignment. It falls right into place. It falls right, right how it has to be. I have every so often I have a situation where it's something comes up and I'm doing a reading and we have to reschedule and we have to reschedule and we have to reschedule. And then finally we get on, and the first thing that the person says on the phone is, oh my gosh, Chelsea, I'm glad that we're doing the reading now because there's so much information that I found out since we were supposed to do the reading back then. And I'm like, yeah, that's usually how it works. And now I don't even stress about it. Before, when I was a newer reader, I'm like, oh my God, I got to get it done. I don't stress about it because I get that message so much when people get on the phone with me. I'm like, as soon as I miss something or somebody missed something or say, hey, Chelsea, I got to reschedule, I said, something has to develop for that person. So, and sure enough, that's what I find out. Like, that's how my spirit guides communicate with me. Something has to develop for that person because, we want to get on the phone. Everybody wants to get on the phone with me so badly because they feel like they have to know something right away. And is it Aries season yet? Because I don't think it's Aries season yet. Because I'm not going to miss a day for Aries season. But that is something that, that really needs to be practiced, especially with the Aries, because I didn't think so, Emma, that we have to take care of ourselves. Bottom line, self-care. Don't let nobody stress you out. Don't let anybody worry you. Don't let anybody, run you ragged, and definitely don't do it to yourself. Okay. Don't do it to yourself. So practice that. And the Virgo energy is about getting into a routine, the day-to-day routine. It's third house energy for me. I'm a Cancer rising. But you wanting to get into it's not just about cutting something out, right? Like, oh, I'm cutting this out of my diet. It's about making it a lifestyle change. Okay. And the eclipse, though, may do it for you, right? The eclipse may cut something out for you. It may cut a job out. It may, and that might look like you getting fired, or it might look like you quitting or being pushed to quit. It may, say, okay, you know what? My doctor said I really got to get this under control. So let me go ahead and join a gym or join a Zumba class or join this is whatever that may be fun, that you can keep it up, right? And you can keep it into a healthy routine. I remember my cousin, she did this one year. She stopped answering the phone, I think after 8:30 or not. I think it was like 8:30. Boy, oh boy, I hated that. I hated that. Like, she was my best friend. I'm Aries too, so I talk a lot. And me being a single mom, she doesn't have any kids. That is a time that I start to wind down. And so I'm like, that's the time that I wanted to get on the phone with her. And so we went, but she was consistent. She's a Taurus, so she was very consistent with it. She was like, I love you, Chelsea, but at 8:30, the phone goes on do not disturb, and I do not care. I'm not answering it. And she did that for a whole year, because she just wanted to get herself back into alignment, and I had to respect it. I'm happy as her Aries cousin that it's over now. And I could call, but that just shows you that she had to do that for herself in order to protect her energy, in order to get herself into alignment. And I'm the same way, except with the morning time. Like, don't disturb my morning. Like, don't, like, I have to, especially being a reader, is that if I'm reading for you and I'm reading for people, I got to communicate with my spirit guides first. I can't just go into reading for you. I can't just go into, you demanding my attention. And it has to be like that. And you set those boundaries as well, Aries, for yourself, right? Especially people who are caretakers, whether that's children or parents, because that's just as difficult, taking care of your parents and family members. You have to set boundaries. You have to set something for yourself so you don't run yourself ragged. Because again, I go back to the same thing: is this life is an illusion. None of this shit is real. None of it is real. You're gonna shed this meat suit, this physical body, and be like, damn, I didn't do nothing fun. Like, I didn't do nothing fun with this life. Like, fuck, I was just, they got me. Like, they really fucking tricked me, thinking I need to work for 50, 60 years and sprinkle in a little vacation here and there. But I didn't do anything spontaneous. I didn't do anything fun. I just stressed about this fake paper money and blew it. I just blew this life away, right? That's how a lot of us, and then that's probably why we repeat and reincarnate, to try to break free from the matrix and do it over again. So just take care of yourself. Incorporate fun, incorporate healthy routines, incorporate healthy eating, because maybe that will allow you to utilize this physical body longer, right? And get more things done, right? Don't think of it as a way of a rigid way of like, oh my God, I can't put this in my body. Like, I respect all decisions when it comes around eating, whether you eat meat, whether you don't eat meat, whether whatever. But I feel like, and even like the Bible says, you respect people's opinions, you respect them, but don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself to just kind of like put yourself in this situation, because that will induce stress, right? And that's what we're not trying to do. This world is trying to put stress on us already. So you find a way to make your life more peaceful, or to balance yourself out. I'm about to start finally working in my garden. I wanted to do something last year, but this year I'm making it a priority to do that, to be outside and connect with the earth and connect with God. All right, so don't mind my nails. I gotta cut them off. But so Aries, literally, we have a message right here about that. The Knight of Swords is coming out first. The Knight of Swords is coming out first here. And the Knight of Swords is this energy of feeling like you have a lot to do. Very, very busy type of energy, very exciting energy. It could be very exciting. You could be getting some information that says, oh my God, I want to pursue this right away. I want to go for this right away. I want to communicate this right away to this person or to this situation. It's a very quick moving energy. It's an intellectual energy. It's like you're getting information or a spark or desire, an intuitive nudge to do something and to go for something. The Knight of Swords will eventually be very successful, but it also, if you notice the difference between the Knight of Swords and the King of Swords, the King of Swords is very stoic. He's very still. He's very just in the know. The Knight of Swords is very busy trying to pick up information as quickly as possible, right? And I feel like that is the difference there with the King of Swords, knowing that he can slow down now. He can enjoy whatever he is doing because he has this all knowing, this all knowledge, all right, about whatever he's been through with the Knight of Swords energy. The next energy that came out, Aries, is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, the Knight of Pentacles. This is about planting your seeds, right? The Knight of Pentacles is that next step of nurturing it, watering it, pulling the what do you call it? The weeds, right? So it can grow. It may be a slow growth, right? But it is going to eventually get to that King of Pentacles. So what in your life right now reflects this? What do you feel like you're in a hurry to get to, or do you feel like that you are rushing to accomplish in some way? It's like you'll come to the realization of whenever you get to that thing that it's really about the journey and it's not really about the destination. And it's like once you pick up that knowledge of knowing that, which a lot of us know this, we know this already, but we still don't live life like that. Even though you know it, you still don't live life like that. You reach the justice card, you get what you desire. There's a sense of balance and equilibrium and truth, right? And you start receiving all of the things that you felt like you were chasing. That moment that you slow down and you start to appreciate the journey, that is when spirit, God, starts to give you the things that you were chasing, that you were wanting, that you were yearning for. And you start to see that balance or that karmic justice in your life. Let's pull a oracle message. Oh, child, it's 9:02. I didn't even realize that. Oh, here they are. So is anybody don't mind my medical bracelet? I cannot find the scissors all day. Me and Roman were trying to pull this off. I'm gonna get somebody to cut it off at the gym. Abundant harvest to you. Hello everyone. Is anybody doing anything, any type of rituals today? Self-care rituals. Not I'm going to do any spell work or anything. Self-care rituals today for this eclipse. Lisa, I don't know if Lisa is in here, but she sent me, Lisa G, she sent me a beautiful picture from Colorado. She's in Colorado and very much elevated. I'm in New Orleans. I'm below sea level. So she got a very beautiful picture of the moon. Ooh, that came right out. And I'm going to share it. I'll share it once I get back from the gym. But if you guys have any pictures from the moon last night and you want to share them with me, you can email me and I'll put them on the community page. I'm not sure if you can, I know y'all can comment on the community page, which is what a cool feature. I love that they added that people can actually comment now on my community page themselves. But I don't know if you can upload pictures. So if you want to send me a picture, I will post that for you. And just make sure that you tell me where you took it from, because I like to post wherever you are. All right. Number 37. And my email is Aries soulguidance222@gmail.com. All right. Red Rishi coffee and tea. What is that? What is that, Charles? I'm looking into a new type of coffee as well that has like protein in it. All right. You have never ending story. Number 37. Okay. It says self-criticism, the wounded ego, unnecessary dramas. There is a story. There is a story woven through the imperfect fabric of life that tells of hurt and loss, rejection, humiliation, self-loathing, and arrogance, and all manner of suffering born of unnecessary dramas. It is the old story whose refrain is that you cannot do this, must not go there, should not say that, lest your world will come crumbling down. Today, know that none of this is actually true, right? It's an illusion. The sky is not falling. The voice you hear is just a small, scared, conditioned part of you that got stuck in a lie, wants to protect you, and needs to be seen as a victim. Love that lost piece of you. Fear is all it knows. Distorted guidance is preventing you from being true to yourself. Okay? You are not your story, and the narrator is simply the voice of your fearful part, small and vulnerable and easily soothed. And I'm going to read the relationship message. It says, sometimes your heart enters into contract with another that results in pain. Okay. Not because of abuse or neglect, but for other, okay, more complex reasons. Shame, fear of intimacy, and low self-esteem are the greatest challenges to the success of a relationship. Consider how valuable this knowledge is. However, right now you have an opportunity for important healing, but you must reflect on the stories you weave about love, connection, abandonment, rejection, and loneliness. Not only do you need to begin a new story, you need to forgive yourself for telling yourself the old ones. Have compassion for the part of you that believes all those narratives and none of them were ever really true. Okay. And I'm going to read the prosperity message. It says, fear, envy, and procrastination, greed, and the perception of victimhood could all be active in your life at this moment. Are you comparing yourself with others, thinking their success should be yours? Maybe you're afraid of all the good that is coming your way, so you step out of your lane, totally aware of what you're doing, but seemingly powerless to stop yourself. That's a big one. Are you back where you started or in a situation that reminds you of past failures? Financial insecurities scaring you. You must learn to love yourself through missteps and sabotaging moments. Okay. Let's see here. It says use criticism constructively right now. Better yet, stop telling this story altogether and make up a new one. The universe loves you deeply and will wait for you to forgive or figure that out and tell a new story. Success is all but guaranteed. You can do it. Okay. You can do it. All right. So I saved that message for the end, and that's what I have for you guys. I will do a full moon reading still, even though we talked about it today. And I'll probably just go into the message. And I will also do the next 48 today. All right. So I'll be back with 2 readings, and I'll probably do like a marathon of readings tomorrow because I missed a lot of readings this week. All right. So you guys take care. Bye-bye.